So I just got back from a sick writers camp and I realized how important drum programming is. You know, a lot of people use loops, but when you're required not to use loops, then I saw a lot of producers start to fall apart. So, and in today's video, we're gonna just practice together some drum programming. So here I have this loop that I've created for the demo of Trance, which is out now. There's also a free demo for those of you guys that want to experiment with this kind of stuff, but this is what we're gonna write a drum groove to.
Let me take you to the top where the fucking DJ rocks, where the bass
hopefully YouTube
hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take you to the top.
It's a really dope, like, you know, Euro dance kind of like Marlon Hofstad thing. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to use the 909 drum machine. Very important to understand that the iconic roll-in drum machines are dope, and they're always dope starting points for anything related when you have to work on a song and you're not allowed to use drum loops for specific reasons, because ethics and because you don't want to get in trouble. So the first thing we want to do is set up the open hat, which will land on the 1/8. Okay, very easy to do there, right? So we're gonna do that. This is the life of most dance tracks. You even see that in hip hop.
Let me take you to the top where the fucking DJ.
Adds a lot of energy to the song. With Ableton's 909 core kit, we can shape that
Let me take you
to be tighter
where the fucking DJ
or have it
rocks,
swell.
where the bass hits.
This is the beautiful part about programming your own drums, right? And in certain songs, you hear like, why are the drums so like fucking tight? This is the climax of the song, but they're so tight. And it's because producers just don't know how to get them tighter. They're using a loop and they fall apart. So again, this is something that you can automate throughout the song. Check it out. Like I can.
Take you to the top where the fucking DJ rocks, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take you to
And I can create like these dope accents with it, right? So this is an opportunity that arises when you learn to properly program your own shit. All right, so
take you to the
from there, open hat on the 1/8. Now on the 2s, boom, boom.
Let me take you to the top where the fucking DJ rocks, where the
Now this is where we start to get a little bit more advanced, okay? Now I haven't spoken to Mark Knight about this, but a long time ago I had a student from Dubai, flew in, wanted to get a session, and he was talking about how Mark Knight's open hats sound like they're pitching up and down a lot. And point being, we came to a realization that Mark Knight uses a lot of velocity play. What that means is velocity is a data set that we use to tell Ableton how hard a note is being hit. But at the end of the day, it's data, because I'm not hitting anything, right? But the higher we go, the louder the drum plays, the lower, the quieter. I don't know why this is. There's probably a science to it, but the lower volume, we perceive it somewhat of a lower tone, and higher volume, we perceive it as a higher tone, okay? Again, that's me. Don't quote me on that, and don't tell people that either, because we got the doctors in the comments, okay? They're going to comment about that. So what can I, how can I use this? Well, maybe one open hat hits low, the other one hits high.
Let me take you to the top where the fucking DJ.
And now, I did it over there like weird, right? Don't worry. Most producers are weird. Not everyone knows what the fuck they're doing. Okay, so we're going to put that here.
Let me take you to the top where the fucking DJ
Notice how-
rocks, where the bass hits hard and the crowd.
Right? It sounds like, but it sounds like it got like, like higher pitch, right? But these are things that like we overlook, and things that you don't get to do when you run the drum loops. And again, I'm not, I am trying to demean some people, I guess, but, elitist, man. But point of this is, it's just like, again, my YouTube channel, I treat it as a place where I'm kind of speaking to myself as well. So doing this, I'm learning, I'm solidifying this knowledge, right? But it's important for you to realize that, like, we're in a world of a lot of producers, and we're not in competition, but when there's a gig available and they're looking at what producers do we want to get for this, if you know how to do this shit, you're very valuable in the world we're in today, okay? Keep that in mind. Just saying. Just putting that out there, okay? All right, anyways, we have the open hat. We're going to be doing that with it. Okay, now from there, close hats. These guys can land anywhere. But if I must give an answer of where they should land and where I say majority of the time they will land, there's these little pockets, right? We go 16th. These little pockets that we can fill up. Now, we don't want to fill it up with the open out of the clap because, well, it's a boring ass fucking beat, but you can do it if you wanted to, okay? Not saying you can't, but insert the pocket, just the tip. We're going to add here. So that's usually where these guys are gonna land. Now, it doesn't mean you fucking just fill every hole up like a stud, bro. No, it means that you want to use them here and there.
Let me take you to the, let me take you to, let me take you to the top. Let me take you to the top. Let me take you to the top. Where the fuck?
Notice how it grooves.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking
Okay.
to the top. Where the fucking DJ.
There you go. You got that rolling hat thing. Now, I'm gonna say this for the gig. Anytime I did this, I don't know, not too impressed. But whenever I didn't do it, it went better. Okay, so close hats. Don't do, if you're gonna do that, I think you're better off using like shakers for that. But let's add a bit of a groove here.
Let me take you to the top.
And let your brain tell you what it wants.
Let me take you to the top. 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 Where the
Don't be lazy.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fuck? Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking? Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ? Let me take
Sure,
you
why
to
not?
the top. Where the fucking?
If you put one that you don't like, maybe pulling it down all the way so that it's almost quiet might be good. This is what, and hopefully the Nazis aren't watching, we were referred to as a ghost note. And I only do it like that because I'm not 100% on it, but I would assume it's there.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rock.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ.
We're going to Sizzlers today. That's all I know. This is coming out pretty good.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rock.
Oh, daddy. Trance. Okay.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rocks. Where the bass hit.
Perfecto. And now we can just copy paste that across. Command 2. Boom, boom.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking
now we're just
DJ
grooving,
rocks.
bro.
Where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me
Woof. And then we get that like little drum fill and shit like at the end. But I'll show you how to do that in a sec.
Let me take you to the top.
But now we have
Where
the main beat.
fucking DJ rocks. Where the bass
This
hits
is the live
hard
from
and
the beat.
crowd never stops. Let me take you to the top.
So now we can start to add more if choose to, okay? So once we have the beat, we have something known as accents. Accents are amazing because they really do bring a song to life. Now, you don't need to layer another drum to do it, but most of the time I recommend that just because most people are, again, they're not programming their drums. So I just say drop another fucking sample on top and accent it. But if you wanted to accent like an open hat, all you have to do is make it louder.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rocks. Where the bass.
So you get
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ get to the top.
but now the problem is this is at 100%, right?
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rocks. Where the bass
There we go.
hits hard and the crowd.
Let's make it go higher up.
Let me take you to the top. Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rocks. Where the bass hits.
Look how much life you get out of that. That's the difference between, like, if we have to say it this way, because people always ask, like, I guess people coming in to do sessions all the time, and it's like, yo, so I want to take it to the next level. Artists from different ranges, different labels and shit, and like, it's always these little things that they're lacking.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rocks. Where the bass
That's so
hits
much
hard
life.
and the crowd never stops.
It feels like I'm like doing the supermodel versus just, like, I'm in my high school town and I just got drunk at the dive bar. I'm using this one, which is from samples from Mars. So these are like rhythms that they dissected from drum machines. The rhythm one is like a drum machine, like to sequence drums, like analog stuff. So I'm using that one. However, you can use anything really. There's like these 16s. So if you want to go really swung,
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking
you get
DJ
that.
rocks.
If you don't like that too much, then go lower.
Let me take you to the top.
You will also have the groove located here, as you can see. Time, think of it as a dry and wet for the swing that we're adding. And then we can also quantize before. So if you're the type to record your drum loops in, which I think is dope, by the way, and you're going to play swing, it might be beneficial to quantize.
Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rocks. Where the bass hits
Sweet.
hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take you to the top. Where the fucking DJ rocks. Where the
From there, let's add a shaker. And I believe the 707 kit has like a maraca. We want the velocity play.
Let me take.
That's what's really going to bring it to life. So let's be boom, boom.
Let me take. Let me. Let me. Let me. Let me.
I'm going to pull this down because the open hat is there, and again, similar frequencies.
Let me take. Let me take.
And there we go. This is the difference.
Let me take.
Like, so the amateur way of doing it is this,
Let me take.
which doesn't sound that appealing, but if we bring it down, B, And, you know, again, you watch this channel, hopefully you're trying to be the best. There's no reason not to. You owe it to yourself.
Let me take it. Let me take it.
Okay.
DJ Ross, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take it. Let me
From there, we can add rides. So rides, I always say add them if you're writing out an 8-bar loop to work on.
Let me take it.
Just feel the energy.
Where the fucking DJ Ross, where the bass hits hard
Simple
and
as
the
that.
crowd never stops. Let me take it to the top. Where the fucking DJ Ross, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me
Now, this will only get you so far. And this is finally, once you have something like this is where I can say you can start to drop in loops like this.
Let me take it to the top. Where the
Which are going to be a little bit different just to kind of spice things up. Don't be scared to also use loops and just allow them to layer up with the drums you have to make them more unique. I always tell my students, 909 chord kit, cool, use it. From there, layer it with other stuff. So what that means is that you can start to go into these packs that you have. For instance, here I have the sample loops section in Poppy Trance. I don't know what it is, but we're just going to add it, make it work. Let's add it. Yeah. Oh my God. All right, Command T. Get one in. Let's put this in. Okay. Yep, there we go, bro. All right, so I like to go here, envelope, and grab from it, right? So I will also gate it by doing this here. This turns it off so that there's no repeating. And then this is now an envelope that I pull down. So the envelope starting at these gray markers you see, which are transient markers. And then from there, it gets shortened. So you're playing maybe just the tip of that.
Let me take it to the top. Where the fucking DJ Ross, where the bass hits.
So now
Let me
I can start to grab, like for instance here, clip, volume. But now I can start to grab things like the open hat. I didn't like these middle shots, so let's get rid of those. And we can grab the hats there. Command 2, pull that down. I'm trying to become a pro at this, but I suck, dude. I forget that you can just click down there. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to delete all that. And now
let me take it to the top. Where the fucking DJ Ross, where the
we have
bass
the
hits
open
hard.
hat. This layered with that. Now we are going to EQ that, of course. Remove any low frequencies from the mids too. There's a snare in some of those, but it will add texture.
Let me take it to the top. Where the fucking DJ Ross, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take it to the top. Where the fucking
Okay, from there you can start to add little things like if you feel you need part of it, the beat, like little parts filled in from the beat, then do it. So what that means is, for instance, you might decide every 1/4 or every 2/4 you want something coming in.
let me take it to the top. Where the fucking DJ Ross, where the bass
Like that. There you go.
let me take it to the top. Where the fucking DJ Ross,
These are the
where
turnarounds.
bass hits hard
Let's do it
and the
again.
crowd never stops. Let me take it.
Now, here's the thing, right? So when I'm writing like drum loops for some of my sample packs, right? I'll write them out. I'll use my drum machine, so I have a total of 3 right now. I'm looking to get more. And I'll write stuff out. And then from there, for like the effects and stuff, if I don't know what I want, I will use the power of audio manipulation. So what that means is that I can grab this loop, pitch it down, pitch it up. But now if I put this, change it back to like the repeat mode, we get all these little quirky elements that we can resample. That just means record again and use. So if I have this,
Ross, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take it.
and it sounds dope, right? Some people, like I've had students that make like hardcore, like 150, 170 stuff, and they come in asking how to make those kind of elements. So I'm like, oh yeah, just grab like, here, Evil Sounds drum loop and just do that, okay? So personally me though, for this genre, I like to keep it very simple. And just like that, like we sound good. That's all we want now. And again, be adamant about it. Like, just focus on what you want there. Boom. Process there.
Let me take it to the top. Where the fucking DJ Ross, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take it to the top. Where the fucking
see how we can build that out. Now the iconic whistle. So I actually bought a whistle and recorded some whistles with my son. And then I made a loop for you guys in the new pack. It's called the whistle, Blow My Whistle. So if you ever need a whistle, I mean, you can sample it, of course. I am a sample pack sound design maker, so I choose to have ethics. That just means I'm not grabbing stuff and renaming it. And just rock it. A lot of people like this whistle sound, by the way, and they're like, you know, they wonder why. I'm like, I fucking recorded that shit raw in this room, bro, with this fucking mic, dog. Okay, and processed it, of course, some reverb added, but I do all the work for you. So now I'm just gonna make a channel, right? So open up a sampler, rock that fool in there, and then just drop it in. And they changed. Oh, now we have a drum sampler, I guess. So now I haven't used this, so I'm new with you guys here. So we're just gonna do that. So this is a very defining feature, by the way. You don't have to use a whistle, but the track I'm obviously referencing for this demo I did was the Marlon Hofstad one, right? So we're gonna, you know, just rock, like play. I usually say, you know, like get your keyboard and just jam it out, man. Jam it out, have fun with it.
To the top, where the fucking DJ rocks, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take you to.
And yeah, I think we're gonna repeat that. So now we can grab that. Boom, boom. Command J. Go in.
Let me take you to the top. Let me take you to.
And yeah, just get it on the grid.
To the top. Let me take you to the top, where the fucking DJ rocks, where the bass hits hard. Let me take you to the top, where the fucking DJ rocks, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take you to the top.
There we
where
go.
The fucking DJ rocks, where the bass hits hard.
Don't forget your velocities.
Let me take you to the top, where the fucking DJ rocks, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take you to the top, where the fuck.
Okay, now from there, I like to add a bit of an echo and whistle to stuff just because I think it like adds a lot of flavor.
Let me take you to the top, where the
Just be careful with it. Let's do 1/4. We can go into character and duck. So the signal plays, the echo gets ducked or reduced in volume, and then it's brought back when the whistle's gone.
Let me take you to the top, where the fucking DJ rocks, where the
Now
bass.
the powerful thing about this is I can choose to do this. Check it. I can choose to omit that middle one. And sometimes letting echo take the rhythm, right? So that's about a 1/8. Creates more interesting sound.
To the top, where the
Check it. So
and fucking DJ rocks, where the bass hits hard and the crowd never stops. Let me take you to the top, where the fucking DJ rocks, where the.
but now the cool part is we can also go into the modulation here and shift the filter. This will move the filter left and right. This one right here.
Let me take you to the top, where the fucking DJ rocks.
Doesn't that sound more interesting to your ears than the way we had it before?
Let the fucking bass drop.
And we do get this other layer. Yeah. So with this video, I wanted to teach you guys how fun and rewarding programming drums can be. We live in a world where everyone wants to work very fast, but sometimes it's beneficial to slow things down, to write music that is more meaningful and not just an Adderall mess. Now, I'm not saying you guys are taking Adderall or anything. It just means like, you know, a lot of people just want to dish out track really quick, but then the magic is lost in that because you're not paying attention to the little details, right? From there, I'll leave it up to you if you choose to do this, but if you found anything helpful in this video, anything, my mission is accomplished. With that being said, you guys take care, and you guys have a great rest of your life if you don't see me again or the day. Peace.